but that's how it was. It was just that environment. Everybody, in order for me to be the cool guy, I had to be the guy to supply all this shit. And I thought that's what I needed to do for people, to be as of use. I felt, I don't know why I felt that way about myself. I felt like I needed to be that guy. I felt like I was only supposed to be that guy, good enough to be that guy. I always felt more capable, but I really, in my head at that point at time of my life, I felt, from my upbringing and whatnot, the wrong side of tracks upbringing, I felt like this was my path, man. This is who I accepted to be, was that guy. And I thought it was, I mean, it was, don't get me wrong, I had a good time. I made money. I did drugs. I got a buzz. I had sex. You know what I mean? It was a party.
Yeah.
But I always had in the back of my mind, like, I wanted to be something more. You know what I mean? Something more prestigious than a fucking drug dealer from the West End of Marion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was the path I took. I just kind of accepted it and went that way. I
Yeah.
felt that was it. So that's what
So,
I did.
so when did you start getting like what did you start getting in trouble for? Was it the drugs or was it stuff related to the drug use?
Uh, Mostly the drug. Like, I think my first ever run in besides underage consumption and out past curfew was I got a possession charge for weed pipe, paraphernalia. And from then it just got more and more robust as time went on. Like, I got older and I got um, possession and then aggravated trafficking of uh, painkillers and then possession of cocaine. Uh, I just stepped up.
So the shit was just starting to just add up over time.
Yeah, it just escalated, man. When the way I looked at it then, it was like those, when it first started, the fun, the buzz, that kind of thing only lasts for so long because certain people go off and they actually like get jobs and go on with their life. But when you're that guy, you have to stay with that crowd, and that crowd is really not doing what they're supposed to. So you're in darker shadows now dealing in this shit. And then it got too deep and I started getting the trouble I was getting in. I was involved with, you know, dirtier shit, I guess, if that's what you want to say.
Yeah.
By
Hey,
that time, it,
real quick, can you move your camera down just a bit? I'm talking to like half
oh,
your face.
geez, sorry about that.
You're good, man.
Got my nostrils.
No, but it's all good. So as I'm curious, like as you're getting caught for this stuff, and I know you were saying like you had kind of accepted that this was like this was the dude I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be this dude
Right.
that
The
this
bomb squad,
this
man.
is my character at this in this role in life.
Right.
Um, was there any moments as you were getting caught, like more and more over time, that you were thinking like maybe I should slow this shit down, or was it just so accepted that you were just like, man, fuck this?
Yeah, initially when I first always started, like, in any kind of trouble scenario, I'd always think, what can I do to make my life better? But it always came back to fuck this. Like, what can I do to get my life better? Go to college, be a doctor, or no, I'm not that guy.
You just
I
didn't see it.
never felt
You
like,
didn't see a path.
no, man, I didn't then. And uh, I mean, there's things I probably could have done different and maybe accepted to do that I knew would have kept me out of trouble, but it just was not my path, and everybody knew it.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem genuine. Anything I could have said I would have done then, nobody would have looked at it with any, and I knew that. That's why I always came back to fuck it. Nobody's gonna believe this of me,
Mm.
or so I thought, or so
Right.
I thought, or
Right.
so I thought, my friend. That's where I was so wrong. Where I was
It
so
is so
wrong.
fucking crazy looking back at like the way we used to
Yeah.
look at shit sometimes. You're just like, whoa.
Yeah, man. And like I think we've talked before where I was, I used to hide certain things from my friends, like that I enjoyed reading or that I like poetry or certain, like my playlist goes like Bach, Beethoven to like Deftones to Pink Floyd, like it jumps.
Yeah.
And that's me. That's my everything. That's my hobbies. Like I'm not just a welder. Like I like to read poetry, or I like to make custom furniture, or
Yeah.
I like learning. I just like learning, man. I like experiencing things. Like when I was asked the question when I was a kid, what's that they ask you in school? What do you want to be when you grow up? Like I said pirate sincerely because that was the closest thing to doing what you want, you know what I mean? Without having to give them like a lawyer or anything. Like, no, I want to do
Yeah, I
whatever the
get
fuck
this.
I want to do.
Yeah, do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yeah, like
Oh my god.
no, none of your bullshit interests me.
You know what's
So I thought that if you couldn't do these things, that you just had to be a criminal. If you went against that, the going against meant you had to be a criminal.
uh
That's how yeah. So I'm like, I accept this path of being a criminal because it's the only other option for a guy like me. I'm not gonna be this or that. I'm gonna do so much, and I want to do so much, and nobody's gonna tell me I fucking can't.